All right, this is the current version of the gamepad. If you can imagine this being the front of it right here, and imagine this piece right here mirrored on the right side as well. Um, yeah, so it's going to print off in 6 different pieces, 3 for the front, 3 for the back, just because of size constraints on the print bed itself. Just can't fit the entire thing all at once. Unfortunate is what it is, not too worried about it. We'll connect pretty basically, that through that, even a little air gap right there for the air, so it's not getting trapped. Um, then yes, I'll probably also add like a little hole here and here so you can screw it in. That way it's just more secure. Not going to fall apart as easily. What else? We got speakers will be on the left and the right side right here with those slots right there. The gamepad will be right here, and then that'll look like this from Adafruit. Pretty straightforward. And then I do need to design the shoulder button still. But I think if I just print these 2 pieces off right here, that one and that one, if I print those off separately and then add like a little spring at the bottom and a board so it doesn't fall off that way, it should function well enough as a button. I need to figure that out still, but that should work. The screen itself is going to fall in place right in here. So this is it looks similar enough to the one that I bought. It's probably not the exact version, but it looks close enough to it. If you can imagine that falling in or flipping over on its side, that'll fall in here, screen facing out this way, and voila, you've got your game case. The backside is more complicated. It's housing a lot more of the different electronics boards. So for example, you've got the audio amplifier, which will be right here. It's going to plug into the Pi board, which sits right up here. And that'll branch out to different speakers and also to the slide potentiometer, which is going to sit in right there. And yeah, that's just for volume control. The power switch or button, I'm not sure which one to do yet. Button is probably easier, but switch is more Nintendo DS-like, if that makes sense. So yeah, that'll fit in right there. And then the fan will go right here. Might be too small, not too sure. I'm worried that with the case this large and the fan only that size, the boards might begin to overheat, and that does cause me some concern. But only way to find out if that's going to happen is to actually, try it out. But I will be adding more areas like these for air control or airflow, I should say. Right here is going. This was going to be the battery place. If you can imagine, it would have fit in right here where you see this grayed out box, and then there would have been a cover for the back of it, and then there would be a separate cover for the back side right here, the back side of the back side that would have screwed in. However, that did not work. The current power boost board I had for it only outputs, I think, like an amp, and the board itself needs 3 amps minimum. Well, not minimum, but it needs 3 amps. And there's also the screen to think about, so 1 amp would just be ridiculously shortchanging it. It just wouldn't work. So I'm working through a few ideas on how to fix that, but is what it is. And I think that's all of it. Yeah. Talk about the fan. That would have been the power boost board right there. Saying you would have charged it with micro USB, but again, that's on no longer the plan. It's currently on the back burner. So yeah, it's come together slowly but surely. So, yep. Well, that's all.